Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content.
But viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We start off this week on the Pocomoke River for a little bit of bass fishing.
It's then off to Hebron for an afternoon of sweet-smelling family fun.
We ride up to Milford with Scorchy Taws for a look back into Delaware's history.
And we're looking ahead to archery season with a quick stop into Kelly's Outdoors.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, we made it. It's officially summertime.
And I would imagine that you're looking forward to some vacation time and, well, a much needed break away from me.
Well, I was going to say pool days with the family and margaritas with the girls, but now that you mention it, I think I need to submit my PTO request as soon as we're done here. I wonder if it's frowned upon to take a whole month off.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
Jason has made the bait, he got the gear, and now it's time to put all of it together.
That's right, because you can't have a series called From Bait to Boated if you don't actually boat the fish.
As excited as I was to make my own bait with my good buddy Jake Evans, or to get a new rod and reel setup down to Seahawk Sports Center, nothing brings more anticipation than the feeling of a fish pulling on the end of your line. Jake and I met up at the Pocomoke River Canoe Company dock in Snow Hill on a gorgeous Friday morning with all of those anticipatory feels at the ready. The river was strangely calm, the boat ride out to our first spot was scenic, and as the fish began to break the surface, we had high hopes of a great day on our small stretch of the 66-mile long waterway.
Gotta love this river. It's ever-changing. And the other thing too, you look around, it doesn't look like, there's like, you see like one little stick up sticking out of the water right there. If the tide was low, there's like big stumps and just branches and trees like everywhere down this bank. It doesn't look like there's anything there. You felt them, you got stuck on a few of them, but the amount of stuff that's actually there is pretty wild. There you go. There you go. Oh, clear. No. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, open your bail. Shine that for your camera. Look at that. Got that Larry largemouth first thing in the morning. So what do you think? Largemouth first thing in the morning on your new setup.
Hey, couldn't have done it without you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Right on. And that's a stump. Felt real good for a second though, didn't it? See, that's the thing about this river is there's stuff everywhere. But that was that same feeling is exactly what you set the hook on when it feels like that. Nice thing about fishing is unlike baseball, swinging and missing is free. You don't strike out in fishing. You just keep setting the hook. Catfish? Well, it's a random little bonus fish. Bonus catfish.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's very nice. All right. Well, Mr. Whiskerman, I wasn't expecting to see you today. Well, we got a little bonus fish on our hands here. Look at that fella. Well, that's not something you see every day. I just landed a fish without even actually hooking it. It's a pretty fish. They are. They're really pretty. Look at their tail. It's super rad. So actually, my line is through his mouth. Well, we got a bonus fish of the day, almost hooked in a very uncomfortable spot. But thank you, Mr. Gar. You just never know what you're going to catch on the Pocomoke River, boys and girls.
Congratulations on a successful day at the office, and that gar that Jake caught was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Thank you so much. It was a great day on the river, and the only thing better than going out fishing is going out fishing with good people. And when it comes to good people, Jake Evans sits atop of that list.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Lauren, people tell me all the time that I need to stop and smell the roses, but I think that you might have a new phrase for me.
Yeah, how about lavish your life in the lavender?
Smells like a winner.
I always wanted to find some kind of business, and I was reading a magazine about a lavender farm in Pennsylvania that retired from their lavender farm, and I thought, I didn't know lavender farms even existed. So I visited a couple, studied, did some research for about a year, and then talked to Bill, and I said, I have this idea. Can we give it a try if my dad will let us use his land? And then we've gone up to, we can fit up to 3,000 plants in the field, and we have 13 kinds. It's known as the all-purpose herb. You can eat it, you can smell it. It helps with inflammation, relaxation, allergies, inflammation, because we have a muscle rub that really works very well with arnica flower oil, bug spray, bug repellent. The sachets, not only do they smell very nice, but you could tie them to a wedding dress and they repel the moths, and that's where that kind of came from.
To me, it's like a specialty crop kind of thing, and I'm kind of into those things. So I on the side, I grow a lot of other things like the loofahs. We do some sunflowers, and we do other flowers which are coming in the later in the summer here. And I like doing specialty stuff.
We could not do this without the volunteers, and it's amazing. We thought, well, nobody might sign up, and so many people do. And a lot of times we have extras, we turn people away.
Food trucks, we have Grapefruit Grub today, and we have Inferno's pizza, brick oven pizza. Yesterday we had Blue Monkey Taco and brick oven, but yeah, the food's really good, and some of it's really local to Salisbury also.
We have a woodworker.
We have an aromatherapist. We have a soap maker. Some of the typical things you would see, but some things that also, what we do is we guide some of the vendors towards what we are about. We're here for the lavender and the festival for lavender. So
we have the master gardeners. They've come the past 2 years, so they've been very helpful. And then we have Amberlina's Adventures for the kids. She is awesome. So we had dance party, story time, and a crash with lavender. Our lavender fresh wreaths are awesome. We'll have more starting next week, and we offer classes for that too. And then they can dry, and I have one customer, he's had one for 3 years. Open every day but Monday, June through July. And we also have the U-Pick going on, so people can come pick their own lavender. We have a picnic area. We have a nature trail. The geocaching will continue. You find a geocache, you get 5% off items in the store. And then we also have classes, the lavender wreaths, make your own fairy wand. We had a burning day in the spring.
We'll also have an astronomy day coming up, usually in August.
I think it's gotten us into the community more. I'm more the introvert, so sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to speak to a lot of people. I stutter a little bit. But I've just gotten to know so many people. They've come, and the main thing I hear is, my grandma loved lavender, and it makes them think of their grandma or someone special, or they have a memory connected to it. So it's just that bonding and getting to know more and more people and sharing it with the community.
That was such a great event, and there's always something going on at Wildwood Lavender Farm, so check out their Facebook page for more.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling all kinds of relaxed after that.
Well, don't go falling asleep. We have more Outdoors Delmarva coming up after the break.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
You just never know if something you hold on to will someday have a lot of value.
And we'll see an entire collection of examples from a Milford man in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Bill Turner of Milford has a big bunch of little bitty treasures from Delaware's past.
All told, I've got 1,000. At least 1,000. When you go taking them little teeny things and adding them up, you got a mess of stuff.
Now, old Bill will be the first to admit he is not into high finance merchandise.
This stuff that I got was given the places that store, restaurant or whatever used to give them at Christmas. Little cheap things like a can opener or whatever.
Bill Turner's collection is not of antique quality, but comes from the realm of antiquity. His is not an assemblage of elegance. Each piece is an old-fashioned object that is wrapped in time and memories, such as this old tape measure Piggy that quite possibly could have belonged to a long-departed grandma, or this Milford Chronicle razor, possible a reward for a new subscriber.
Now here was the Milford Fire Company long before it was Carlisle.
And how old would that be?
Well, that goes back into the 30s, I would think.
Bill has been collecting since 1950 and has two criteria before plunking down his money. One, the item has to be old. The other?
Delaware, just so it's Delaware. Millsburg, wherever.
Bill Turner and his wife Octavia are admittedly yard sale junkies.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're on the road to yard sales every Saturday, 7 o'clock, before we even eat breakfast.
However, his oldest item never graced a yard sale table.
Farmers Mechanic Bank of Milford, Delaware, $1 bill, 1861. My granddaughter gave it to me for Christmas. And she got it to an antique shop somewhere, but I don't know what she gave for it.
That's one of your prized pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, in this 10 by 12-foot building in Bill Turner's backyard lies 45 years of yard sale scourings, all arranged neatly with a touch of class, all soaked in nostalgia from Delaware's past. Scorchy Taw is wandering our Delmarva land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is sponsored by Shorts Marine. Online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that June 28th is National Food Truck Day?
Did you know that food trucks trace their origins back to 19th century chuck wagons used on the western frontier?
And did you know that food trucks in the United States are a $2 billion plus industry?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Now, fishing season is in full swing.
But archery season will be here before you know it.
Fortunately, there is a place where you can get the goods for both fishing and archery.
So come along with us back to Kelly's Outdoors.
Before we get to Lauren in the archery room, just kind of wanted to get your feelings about how the summer is going here at Kelly's Outdoors.
Well, it's been a pretty unique thing for us this year with the expansion into the saltwater fishing, offshore, firearms. Ammo's grown exponentially. You know, the business as a whole is just growing and it's fun.
You got to love that, and Tim, you're a big part of that.
Yes, it's been great working with Kelly, alongside Kelly, bringing in all these new categories, Jigging World rods, Sterling tackle, all of our new gulp, and you know, from flounder, sea bass to offshore, we've got you covered on the fishing side.
Archery season's going to be here before you know it.
You bet. Guys got to get early tune-ups. We got the latest, greatest to show off. We're pretty excited. A bow, like anything else, if you don't take care of it, it's going to fail. They stretch. They're under tension all the time. Got to check your strings, so can't just take it out and shoot it.
We're here in the archery department at Kelly's Outdoors, and this really takes you back to your roots, right, Kelly?
It does. Been doing this since the mid-'80s, and unfortunately I had some medical conditions, and I passed the torch on. This is our new guy right here, Chris Wink. He is our manager and head bow technician now.
And Chris, talk about what you've learned from Kelly.
Learned a lot from him. He taught me a lot since I started here almost 2 years now.
Talk about this bow right here. What do we got?
Okay, this is one of the features for this year. This is the new Raven R470. Sounds like a lot. What it is, it's a very compact bow. It's only 27 inches long. When you cock it, it's only 4 inches wide, shoots 470 feet per second. But from a safety standpoint, when you cock and decock this bow, the handle cannot get away from you. Very safe. We feel that this is going to be one of the coolest bows that's out there right now. We have been a powerhouse with Raven ever since her inception. Very confident about this bow and excited for people to try it.
That's exciting. So the crossbow here, and you guys have plenty of those. But we also have lots of compounds behind us, Chris. Talk about maybe what the difference is for people who have never bought a bow before.
Well, it depends on what kind of price range you're looking at. I mean, we offer a lot of packages from Bear, Archery, and Bowtech as well for beginners to get them started that are very adjustable. Then for the guys who've been shooting for a while now, we offer our flagship models from Hoyt, Matthews, and Bowtech.
And I think it's important to know, like, I can't just pick up my husband's bow and it's going to work for me, right? It's you guys actually.
They have to be fitted to the individual.
Fitted, and you guys can do that here.
Yes.
And you have a little area back there where you do that.
100% full service pro shop, not only in new sales, but if you have existing equipment that you need restrung, fixed up, tuned up, we can do it all.
Which you need to get done now before bow season actually starts. Don't wait till the last minute.
Yes, it's coming up quicker than what you think.
Coming up, and we're all excited about that season, of course. Kelly, what is your favorite part as you're just seeing this business still thrive, and especially this bow department?
Yeah, I mean, it's been my baby, for forever. I mean, I'm very proud of it. I'm excited to see the growth that we're experiencing. We're diversification. We have firearms now and fishing tackle. It's a really cool thing.
Your best outdoor adventure should start at Kelly's Outdoors, and be sure to tell them that Outdoors Delmarva sent you.
We've got some viewer photos to check out after the break, so don't go anywhere.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva with Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch. Presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Don Fikoski of Vienna sent us a rare sighting, a bald eagle protecting its food from some dinner party crashers.
Deb Frank of Lewis sent us a photo of Walker, the kayak-loving corgi, on a recent trip to Chincoteague.
Raymond Katzer of Salisbury spotted a baby turtle enjoying the sunshine at Pemberton Park.
Dylan Rust stands proudly with his catch, and for good reason. Not only was this his very first snakehead, it is also the new Delaware state record. The catch measured in at 34 inches long and weighed 15 pounds, 8 ounces. Congratulations, Dylan.
Eris Aja Horsey and her 4-year-old son Jojo are certainly enjoying their time together outdoors as they spend some time at the lavender bloom fields and at this year's Paddle Fest. It seems like young Jojo is well on his way to becoming one with nature.
And Ken Fullerton sent us this incredible photo of a female ruby-throated hummingbird seen in the Ocean Pines area.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for joining us.
And thanks so much for sending those wonderful viewer photos in. If you have a photo that you'd like to submit, you can go to outdoorsdelmarva.com and click the banner at the top of the page or scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We hope to see you right back here again next week, but until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
You've been watching Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, which is proudly presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine, everything but the water. By Bell Creek Equipment. For farm, home, or fun, Bell Creek is #1. By Range Time. Time well spent. And by Hunter Emery State Farm, your good neighbor in the outdoors.
That's hilarious. We're Muppets. We are Muppets.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. We're just going to record on nothing. That was a great dry run.
Yes.